Hi there, welcome to episode 5 of the Torino Diaries. My name is Rashidi or Daljit. Hi, hi there, and welcome to another edition of the Torino Diaries. It is episode 5. Miracle Valdifiori is injured. Yes, one of my key players in my team is injured. He is kaput. He will not be around for 2 months, which is like a disaster for us. It's also the January transfer window, and it's been hectic for us. Let's just look at all the players I'm kicking out of the club. All right, we have put Matteo Arama on loan, but these are the big ones. Afriyi, Aqua, Milan. I have sold him off for 4.8 million. Potentially, we'll go up to 7.75 with add-ons. I want him out. Because he doesn't add any value to the team. And here we got Jajic. Yes, the player I do not like. Okay, he doesn't add anything to my team. I just don't have. He has just that. Maybe it's just one of those things. I don't foresee a future with this player. He's 25 years old. Even though he's a 3.5-star scouted, yeah. He's played one too many games, and it's just dead weight I'm carrying around. So 7.5 million. So we've made like 14.5 million, and that has forced me into the transfer market. And I managed to secure the signature of Manuel Pucciarelli. In my 4-3-1-2, I need an AMC. I don't have an AMC. This guy might be a decent enough AMC who can get in on the act to score as well. So we've managed to get our hands on this guy. He's average. He's not that great. But under the circumstances, beggars can't be choosers. We have a fair few matches to play, and I still am looking for one more striker. There is one striker that I'm trying to get in, and I hope to get him in, and no news thus far, so we don't know whether he's coming in or not coming in. We'll just have to wait to find out whether or not we have any other potential signings. So far, it doesn't look very promising. I have to find a striker, one more striker, so that is gonna be what I'm gonna do right after I do this. And meantime, in the last show, as you know, we lost to Juventus. And, well, how did our player Miracle Valdifiori get injured? Well, he got injured because we just beat Juventus 3-1 in the Italian Cup first round. Now, I never expected us to win this match. Or truth be told, I was expecting us to lose. All right, Juventus. Well, they played a 4-3-1-2. We played a 4-3-1-2. It was a match of. It was a great match from my point of view. Barring the injury of this guy, was his pull out a potential groin injury, and we got off to a fair. The match wasn't that bad. I'm gonna show you some of the highlights from this match. Our first goal was from Marco Capuano. I was playing with a system which was standard fluid actually, and I made some changes to our system. What we did here in this match was I noticed certain things. There were gaps being left in my backline going forward. So looking at this backline, I would have this guy play wider and this guy sit narrow, so it just wasn't very ideal. Okay, this guy will pull up. So I used to have these gaps and we'd have balls over the top. So I've told this guy to go back to his default settings, and this guy to go to his default settings. Now, I was playing a team in the form of Juventus, so Dani Alves and Alexandro. And these guys are huge threats, along with Higuain, Dybala, and Luan up front. It's a team that's very hard to handle. So I also changed something else. They were told to I took off play less risky passes and I went to direct passing, which meant that we would transition the ball much more faster from defense out to the final third, and there was no work ball into box. So those were some of the things that I did. And if you were to look at how we played throughout this game, it wasn't too bad. Our first goal was from Capuano. Capuano is now back. I was starting with Wallace and Bove, but Bove became a real bobo, and he was making all kinds of mistakes. So I've decided to start with Capuano. If you watched the last show, I was talking about his attributes and thinking that maybe he should be starting more games, and that was one of the things I did. We didn't have such a good no, Valdi Fiori is pretty good, but this mistake by Boye, who to be honest is only 21 years old, he made a mistake at the back. Gonzalo Higuain drops in, gleefully smashes the ball home against Daniel Padelli. Really, that was one of those chances that we allowed Juventus. They had a few, but that was a mistake from Boye, which has made me think I need better players. Valdi Fiori is a really key player in my team. The passes he strings from the back are just exquisite. This one, played the final third, Baselli goes wide, plays it back to Valdi Fiori. This Valdi plays a simple pass to Pucciarelli, and then he looks for opportunities and finds Belotti. So the absence of Valdi Fiori is going to be huge for us. How are we going to manage without this guy making and stringing those passes from midfield? It's going to be a huge tell. Belotti converted a penalty in the match, which was created from a passage of play that saw a lot of one-touch passing in and around the box, and it was fantastic. It was just too nice. I was too happy to see that. I'll just show you what that was. So in this passage of play, we defended really deep. Baselli to Pucciarelli. Our transition was beautiful. Belotti gets the ball up. We have players in support. Belotti plays the ball back to Pucciarelli, to Zappacosta to Maxi. Belotti is then brought down in the box. A very nice penalty. The passage of play here, leading to our third goal, I was really happy with it. We played really well. Now, the big, sad news for us is that Valdi Fiori is injured for 2 months. That's a long time to be injured. So my attempts to enter the transfer market, I need to now get another playmaker, like the midfielder playmaker, to hold the fort, and then I also have to get a striker, at least a deep lying forward. So who can I find? Oh, let's see what this guy is like. These are reports from my scouts. I'm just looking at all known players that have been scouted by my staff. And this player, well, okay, in a pinch, I think he should be all right. So we'll put in a transfer bid for him, make an offer. I am doing my best to only get Italians. Something else that I do is gamble. Okay, so somebody valued at 975,000 is a good gamble to take. So I'm looking at it, the mean, okay, for him. So what I do is normally I look at the range. I say marking 11 to 13, that's not too bad. It's at least got 12 for marking as a midfielder. Passing 13, that we know. Tackling 12, that we know. Technique 12 to 15, not bad. And teamwork, vision, and work rate, all 14. That's not bad. It's actually going to be higher than some of my other players. Off the ball, not that high, 8 to 10. Okay, so we don't expect him to do a lot of darting runs, but his decisions are 12 to 15 and his passing is 13. That isn't too bad. Leadership 11 to 13. Okay. His pace, okay, is 10 to 13. He's not electric. He is not from Electric Avenue, but he'll do fine. So bravery 12 to 14, composure. Okay, everything is above 12. So what we're going to do with this guy is make an offer. Transfer, I'm going to make an offer. Make Carpi an offer for Rafael Bianco. Let's see what they're going to say. We have some money in the kitty. And so we're going to go after 2 players and hopefully we can get enough cover before the transfer window ends. Can we get those 2 players in? If we get those 2 players in, not too bad. Then I just need to survive the 3 months without our friend Valdi Fiori. We played really well in this match. Possession was ours against Juventus. Pucciarelli and Belotti, the combination is what I want. I want this combination here is what I want. High passing combinations here. And the only problem is Boy has to be played as an out and out striker, but he's such a young kid, so we can't really expect him to be top of the game. Padelli apparently didn't play well. He made one mistake, which really wasn't his fault. It was actually Boy's fault that led to the goal. So what do I do with the injury to Valdi Fiori? I managed to bring in Bianco and Dionisi, 2 players right now who are going to play their first match for us. We also have to think about systems. I can't really play the 4-3-1-2. I could with Pucciarelli, but Valdi Fiori was key to that system working very well. So I'm looking at playing the 4-5-1 for the match against Udinese. And Yeah, I am gonna have to someone other survive the loss of Mr. Valdifiori. The other bad news that we've had is that Joe Hart wants to leave the club because he's not getting any football. So, along with that, now I have to start playing Joe Hart in a few matches. So here we go. The match is about to kick off. I'm just checking. Oh, there's too high a defensive line. Torino and Udinese. Torino at home. We're playing standard flexible and they are playing standard as well. So I'm going to push it up to attacking and structured. Because I want to split these three guys up from the rest of the team. So hopefully we can do that. Still not getting much luck here. So I'm going to try and get more players involved in the attacking third. Baselli is off. Martinez to Dionisi. Dionisi holds the ball up. Okay, thank you very much. Martinez. Bianco. Dionisi checks one, shoots. Oh, he got a shot off. Oof, that was close, but no cigar. Canesi boots it up. But Nazi brings it down. Bianco tries to find Belotti. Can't. DePaul. He's got Silvestri in close attendance. Silvestri does really well. But Ali Adnan has beaten him. Crosses it to Dovan. Dovan's blocked. Lodi from range blocked. Martinez clears the danger. Okay, Dionisi again. He's brought down by Samir. That will be a card. Joe Hart. Short kick to Rossettini. Rossettini plays it to Baselli. Baselli tries to find Dionisi. Josef Martinez runs into a lot of players. Tries to and just can't do anything. The ball again. De Silvestre does really well. Belotti, he can't find Coombs. But Nazi, this is really scrappy football. Baselli out to Belotti. Bianco now with the ball. Takes it down. Plays it. Beautiful ball to Belotti. Belotti tries to cross the ball. Does enough damage there. Dionisi and hits the upright. 42-38. Okay. I'm thinking of what I can do. We're already playing attacking and fluid and not doing very much in terms of chances. We'll go wide now and try and encourage more wing play then. Start second half. Dionisi to Benazzi to Bianco. Bianco back to Dionisi to Baselli. Baselli out wide to Jose Martinez, who's playing as a winger. The cross gets blocked. Alright, we will try and make some changes to some of the roles and get some differentiation in attack. He'll play as an inside forward on attack. This guy will be a winger on attack, and I'll get him to play as a deep line forward on support. Torino, Udinese. They tried to clear the danger. Capuano reads that really well. This is Rossettini. Danilo Evla to Baselli. Baselli to Martinez. Checks back Baselli to Bianco. Finds Belotti. He's brought down in the box. It's a penalty. Was harsh. But a few changes. Get a bit more movement in the final third. Belotti has to convert this. We have to keep the pressure on Juventus. Juventus are almost 6 points ahead of us, I think, at this point in time. Belotti shoots, and it's a save from Canizis. Yeah, we're almost there. It's a bitter pill to swallow. A point shared between two sides. We should have won this match, but normally I don't advocate changing systems, but since Valdifiori's been injured, we've been struggling with the 4-3-1-2 because he plays such an important part in that system. He's one of my pivots that moves the ball around. And with him out, I'm forced to think of what I can do, which is one of the reasons why I created multiple systems. These are all systems to which I can turn to. And one of them is this. We may not score a lot of goals, but definitely we can stop shipping goals. That's my goal right now. I need to get some stability back in my team before we start going for more goals, hopefully. And this has options. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn this guy into a deep line forward and support, and turn this into an attack, and these two guys are going to drop in behind. So it's very much an attacking system in the Italian Cup quarterfinal. We are going for the win. Well, here we are. Torino, Lazio. Do we have what it takes? Okay, basta. We'll close you down. And I'm going to take these three guys and show them onto the weaker foot. Lone forward to drop deep, so we're going to go fluid. And I'm also going to pay a lot of attention to the defensive line. If my defensive line is compromised, then I will need to adjust accordingly. Vajic with the goal kick sends a long boot up. Danilo Evra rises. Baselli puts a lot of pressure on their back line. You can see they are pretty high up the pitch as well. Serge Gay, Luis Alberto, Cataldi to Sergei. That's gone to Krishna. He won't play scores. Torino are a goal behind. This is really depressing right now. We'll have to come back. Come back we will. Baselli to Martinez. Back to Danilo Evra. Danilo Evra tries to beat a few players. Crosses the ball to Belotti. It hits the upright. Martinez is there to pick up the pieces, and we have leveled the match. Okay. Now let's change the D-line because we're very high up, and that's gonna leave a lot of space for our friends to exploit. Obi reads that pass really well, gets it out to Belotti. Belotti, what can he do? And he passes the ball to Puccia. Pucci to Obi. Obi misses. Obi misses. I thought we were sure to score the second from that brilliant move. Come on, boys. Pucci ready to Benazzi. Back to Baselli. Back to Wallace. To Evela. To Baselli. Baselli is our two wingers are keeping their fullbacks in check. It's a free kick. Biglia is really dangerous from free kicks. Biglia to Radu. Radu, put some pressure on him. Come on, boys. Danilo Evra reads that, gets it to Pucciarelli, but Radu is there to pick out the pieces. De Vries. Luis Alberto. Beautiful challenge from Baselli. Martinez now has a chance to run at the defenders. He's playing as a winger. He skips one challenge, gets himself into the box, crosses to Belotti, and Belotti scores. Oh yeah, that felt so good. It's what I wanted to see. Martinez is on an attacking duty, so he is gonna run at them. And Belotti is playing as a defense, so he's playing on support, so he is actually quite deep during transitions, so he's going to run in late. That's beautiful. And okay, I think it's time for us to make a few changes, because we've got a double header. We're going to be playing them again, so it's okay if I lose this match. Haha, you didn't expect that, did you? I don't mind losing this match. Diogo Falk will come on for Belotti. Joel Obi has had a long season, so this is going to be interesting. We'll put in Rossettini for Obi, because Obi has just come back from the African nation, so we don't want to risk him as well. And if this match goes to extra time, that's my fault for making all these changes. Sergei to Kishna. Kishna over the top to Radu. Radu has a player in the box. Immobile has scored the equalizer. Oh yes. Torino 2, Lazio 2. Their manager made a huge mistake by taking players off. To Rossettini. Please don't pass it to the opposition. Falk does well. Holds up the ball. But he can't do anything with the ball. Kishna is off and running. Gurley. That's his name? Immobile. Gurley passes the Immobile to Dalmont. Don't make fun of them, please. Immobile. It's blocked. Gurley pass to Immobile. There's 2 minutes left on the clock. Torino 2, Lazio 2. We are going for extra time. I hope not. I hope this match ends one way or the other. Wallace. It's cleared. The Torino players hoof the ball out. Defensive. Structured. Direct. No playing out of defense. Start exit time. This is gonna be and another Pucciarelli. I don't think you are hitting it to anyone important. Again, the boys are holding their shape in defense. Gurley looks up, finds Sergey. You can see there's not much off the ball running at the moment. Basta crosses in and Kishna scores the winner. So Lazio have beaten Torino 3-2. Well, I know that I can beat them now. I just have to make sure I repeat it in the league match coming. So this match was more like, can we beat them? Yes, we can. Let them win the Italian Cup and let us beat them in the league. What a goal from Kishna! 4-2. Del Monte, not Del Monte, the catch-up maker. Oh, Martinez steals the ball. I know that we can definitely take these boys on in this area, so we'll take it easy, which is the reason why I changed the defensive structure. Tempo will go down. Yeah, the tempo went down. We lost the match. Well, it's round 2 of this match between Lazio and Torino. Okay, so we are going to play attacking. We're going to play fluid. We're definitely going to leave the D-line the way it is, except ball into box. And we are also going wider. And we have the ability to beat them. This is how we're going to start the match. In Lazio, Immobile, Biglia to Parolo. Parolo to Immobile. Immobile makes a run for it. He looks up, finds Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto. You can see their fullbacks are so attacking. They've already taken up attacking positions before the transition to attack began. So these guys are playing fluid. Okay, so they are at least standard or control. Again, it's to Lazio attacking us. Krishna can't do anything with the ball except give it to Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto is inside the box, shoots. Joe Hart saves. Why is Joe Hart playing? Oh, mistake again. Rolls it out to Wallace. Why was Joe Hart playing? He should not be playing. It should be Daniel Padelli. No ball into box. Benazzi to Wallace. Again to Benazzi. Back to Joe Hart. We're not playing well, actually. We showed that we could beat them. I mean, we didn't really beat them. We scored 2 goals, and then after that, the manager fell asleep at the wheel. Haha, Benazzi to Obi. Back to... He tries it. Defensive error. Martinez is inside the box, but he can't do anything with that. Avila and Alberto give chase to the ball. They try to clear the danger, but only as far as Benazzi. Baselli now backheels it to Obi. Obi plays a really sharp pass to Pucciarelli, who finds this Silvestri, who's he's taking a leisurely stroll down the flanks. Belotti will chase this down. Plays it back to this Silvestri, who gets into the box. And now Benazzi, at the edge of the box, has a chance to do something. Baselli to Martinez, but I think Martinez is offside. No, he should be offside. That looks like he was offside. But if he's not offside, that's a brilliant goal. Benazzi, this is very lucky. I think he was offside. Oh, he just managed to get onside. Baselli and then Martinez. Good movement from Martinez. Now we're going to make a change. Pucciarelli is not having a good game. I don't think he's ideally suited to that role that I want him to play. So bring on Dionisi. If we do escape from this match with all 3 points, it'll be a Houdini act. Moretti. Emmanuel Moretti used to be our player. Then I sold him off because he's 36 years old. Basta, Immobile, Gonzalez, Joe Hart gets down to pick that ball up. Alright, come on Joe Hart. I wonder whether he has whether I can actually do something more with him. Alright, to Martinez now. Martinez slide rule pass to Baselli. Baselli crosses it in. Oh my goodness, Udinese rocks the upright, but someone was already offside. Ciro Immobile does beautifully, finds Younes. Younes is now just running at the whole defense and shoots from range. To Capuano, no, don't play something silly. Okay, Wallace back to Joe Hart. What is Joe Hart doing? Joe Hart. Okay, you're lucky. Martinez to Obi. Obi looks around, finds Benazzi. This is good play from Torino. We get the win we wanted against Lazio. Thank you very much. I'm really excited, but it was not a fantastic performance. But all things considered, from the bounce back, we are fortunate to beat Lazio. That's true. But it snaps that losing streak. I mean, I won't call it a losing streak, but in the Serie A, we've dropped a lot of points lately. Here, a draw against Inter Milan, then we drew against Bologna, then we drew against Chievo, then we drew against Palermo, then we drew against Udinese. Essentially, in the Serie A, we've been dropping points left, right, and center in the month of December. Now in January, so we haven't. Now February, after the transfer window, we managed to turn things around. Hopefully, the absence of Valdi Fiori, we can work something around that. So what have I done to turn things around? Okay, I won't say they've been turned around immediately because we still have a few more matches to go before we can effectively say it's been turned around. But I lost Valdi Fiori. I can't play my 4-3-1-2, so I've got to sit on this formation or on this formation because these are the only ones which I have a different kind of a playmaker who plays from deeper. And in this system, I got Belotti as an inside forward on attack. Now, what did I do differently here? Originally, this was a centre forward on attack. This is an inside forward on support, I think. And these two guys were on attack. And it played a bit differently because we depend on individual skill to break into the opponent's third. This one is slightly different because this tactic, I'm playing it fluid. So what happens is this Pucciarelli is on support, so he will drop down a bit deep, encouraging Martinez to bomb forward a lot more and Belotti to come in late as well, and Baselli as well. So basically, he is trying to play in Martinez, Belotti, and Baselli. And Obi, well, he'll come on the end of a lot of, he'll be in and around the box a lot. So this is what we're trying to do. I've kept these guys in check because if I really wanted to do something more extravagant, I would probably turn this guy into attack, and get them both to be inside forwards. Then I would create mayhem because this guy will drop deep, this guy will cut inside, this guy will cut inside, this guy will run this way, and these guys will be going down the flanks like that. So it could be even more interesting. The thing is, I didn't go to a structured system because I need a bit more skill from them. They need to be able to unlock defenses on their own. Structure is good if I don't want to overcommit. I'm playing fluid, which is I'm taking a bit more of a risk because I'm making my side more compact. And when I make them more compact, what I actually end up doing is I make sure that my defensive line isn't too high, because if it's too high, I get balls over the top. So far, we managed to keep, when I start seeing match stats like this, I get actually quite excited because they've had more shots on goal, more shots on target, but they were fortunate. We were fortunate to beat them. Were we? Or did I just FM Lazio? Leave that up to you to decide. But no, it's still an interesting way of playing the game. So I would recommend that when you have a situation like that, sit back, think, what can you do to get more people into play? Which is what I've done on fluid. Now, if I were to play structure, that's a different thing entirely. If I play attacking structure, then I'm looking at only this guy to create opportunities. They're gonna this guy's gonna bomb down, this guy's gonna cut inside. So I know that to some extent, I may even need to have to change some of my passing instructions in order for this to work. So I might tweak one or two of the guys at the back, change some of their roles slightly to compensate for that. So there are things to consider whenever you're making a system. You can use mentality and shape, and it's a really powerful tool when you know how to use it very well. And I hope that as the episodes continue, you get a chance to see more of these things that I do. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of the Torino Diaries. It's episode 5, if I'm not mistaken. And if you have any questions, please drop me a note on this YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you have other questions, you can also find me on Twitter @Busternet. I hope to hear from you guys really soon. You take care. I'll catch up with you guys again soon. Bye bye.